Money doesn't buy success, but it certainly helps. In the modern game, having a wealthy benefactor is often the difference between being title contenders or being one of the also-rans. It seems the sport has become an attractive package for billionaires to flex their wealth and financial muscles in exchange for praise and prestige. But which football clubs have the wealthiest owners? The clubs that could splash millions of pounds on players and for it only to be a mere dent in their bank balances? Well, you're probably expecting to see Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester City feature on this list. And they are, but PSG owner Nasser Al-Khelaifi is only 11th on the football rich list with an estimated fortune of £6.3 billion. That's enough to help you make huge signings like Neymar, Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe, but not enough to crack the top 10. Manchester City owner Sheikh Mansour is much higher with an estimated worth of £17 billion, but even that is only good enough for 5th on the list. It's fair to say that Mansour has changed the landscape of English football in recent years. However, many would argue that this has been to the detriment of most teams in the Premier League, with Manchester City having won 5 of the last 6 titles. According to some estimates, Mansour is also no longer the richest owner in Manchester, with Sir Jim Ratcliffe set to be worth £18 billion in some reports. Ratcliffe is using some of that wealth to buy into Manchester United, but is already the owner of Ligue 1 side OGC Nice and Swiss club Lausanne Sport. And now to the top 3. In third place, we have Mark Mateschitz, who is worth a whopping £27.4 billion at the grand old age of 31, thanks to his 49% stake in Red Bull. Mateschitz inherited stakes in RB Leipzig and New York Red Bulls after his father Dietrich passed away in 2022, alongside part ownership of the Red Bull Formula One team. Forbes reported that Red Bull sold 11.6 billion cans worldwide in 2022, enough to caffeinate every person on the planet. In second place comes Stade Rennais owner François-Henri Pinault, the honorary chairman of the luxury group Kering, which owns brands like Saint Laurent, Alexander McQueen, and Gucci. Pinault is worth a staggering £31.6 billion, but his money and investment have done little to bring success to Stade Rennais in recent years, despite investing a lot of money in the club in an attempt to turn their fortunes around. But the richest owners? Guys, it's not even close. The Sovereign Wealth Fund of Saudi Arabia purchased Newcastle United back in October 2021, and headed by the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, has assets of over £343 billion. Now, whilst some may argue that it is unfair to put a public investment fund on this list, the fact that it is headed by the Crown Prince himself means it was impossible to ignore, especially when you consider they have 10 times the wealth of second place on the list. With that sort of money at their disposal, Newcastle's emergence as a major player in the football world is likely only just beginning.